Bentley, come on, baby. Come on. Come on in here with mommy. No? Okay. You want to come in here with mommy? Hey, Ray. Thank you for letting me know this is working. I'm going to do the cupcake challenge today. Don't know if I can compete with what I saw everybody else was doing, but we'll see. All right, Bentley. Mommy's closing the door then. Okay. I put a blanket out and everything for the dog, and he's clearly not wanting to be in here. So, good morning. I hate the delay on this. That's actually kind of annoying. The pen turning. Well, I actually have two pens set up. Um, one of the blanks, I haven't drilled the holes in this one yet. But what I ended up doing was I I was working on that bowl last week, and I was taking a lot of the bark off the center to be able to put the faceplate on, and the bark was going everywhere. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying really hard to not squint. Um, the bark was going everywhere, so I just started collecting the bark and putting it into a pen mold, and then I filled it with copper colored resin. So it might be kind of cool looking. Just random chunks of wood here and there. Actually looks pretty cool on the end. I still have to drill the holes in that one. And then this one already has the holes drilled and actually even has the sleeves in it. I have to turn this one, but I think that one's going to be very pretty. A lot more blue than the last. I don't know. You know, this pen mold was so large that by the time I get down to where it needs to be, yeah, these are enormous. And so I do have new ones. I do have new ones now. So I'm not doing any more with these. I think that what I will end up doing with this mold that I have is this would be good for a handle of some sort, because this is actually that big. It's perfect for a handle or even a bottle stopper. Um, but anyway, so those are two pens that I have waiting here to do. And then my obsession this week is let me get this. My friend made it. So I actually watched Cindy Drozer thing last week, and she had these off center tops that she had made. And I went to a wood turning workshop the other day, and my friend was there, and he says, "Oh, let me show you what I'm working on, what I had worked on years ago." And he had made these years ago, and so I'm obsessed with trying to figure out how to do it. But literally, you have to look at this. Like, hopefully, you can see this through the turn the light so that you can see. Oh, sorry, I don't want to make you crazy, but hopefully, you can see through. Let's see. And you see how it's off center on one side Here, I'm trying to, now with this delay, I don't know where to put the thing. And then on the other side, it's right in the middle. So it becomes like a spider thing. Let me see if I'm trying to show it so that you can see through, because in person you can see through well, but then not sure if you can see through here. There you go. There you go. That works better, right? Well, now it's so much brightness that you can't stand looking at it, but whatever. Anyway, so my friend happened to, isn't that gorgeous though that he did? So anyway, he showed me, he loaned me the chuck he had made. So this is the piece he had been working on. And you have this chuck, and then you drill 2 holes, and then it fits. First it fits perfectly rounded so that you can even it around and everything. And then you do it with the outside hole on the center thing, and it becomes like that. And then you would do your offset turning. Cool, right? So of course I was obsessed. I'm running late today because I was trying to do it. Mine, now I'm looking at it and I am so far from as thin as his, but story of my life, so far from as thin as I want to be. Haha. So if you can see, I'm getting there. What I did for my tool, so I didn't go deep enough with this. This was just kind of my guide lines. But I did find that what was I saying? I lost. Oh, I need to use this to get the line started. The pointed carbide to get the line started. And then what I did was I took a screwdriver and I sharpened it down to be super, super fine and thin. And then I marked how deep I wanted to go because I don't want it to go too deep and then it's going to screw up the underside. So I put the blue tape that I don't want to go deeper than that. So update next week if it works. Oh, you don't have a diamond carbide? Yeah, I love this thing. It's perfect for making. So I mean, it's perfect. So anyway, but today I'm gonna try to do the. Cupcake challenge, and I'm gonna try not to squint. I had to go to motor vehicle this morning and get my true ID. And the lady's like, you have your head tilted. You have this, you have that. Too much smile, not enough smile, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, Lord, this is ridiculous. So anyway, let's switch cameras and we will do overhead so that you can see what I'm working on. Let's go back. All right. Let's try. We're going to do. Yeah, the diamond carbide is. I found that I have more control over that one to do the starter line. Then I can go and make the lines deeper with the screwdriver. But the screwdriver, I guess it's just not big enough, heavy enough. I just wasn't able to. It was skipping all over the wood. It wasn't making a line. So this is just a crap piece of wood that I had. I think it was a leftover piece of firewood. Hey, Billy. I did forget to take a piece out to make a cherry for the top. I was seeing some of the other people's entrances, and I'm like, holy cow, I can't keep up with these people. Some of the, like Whacking Shack, his cupcake is gorgeous. Mine's not going to be as nice, but I'll do what I can. This is really funky wood. No wonder it was in the scrap pile. What show do you have this weekend? Oh, 2 minute, a mallet challenge? Okay. Um, that's funny because I went to dinner last night with my friend Vilma, and she's a judge. And somebody from our wood turning group had given me a judge's gavel to give to her. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little shorter. Through the Gate Architectural Base Show. Oh, very cool. Very cool. All right, I'm going to just sand this down. This is going to be, agricultural base show, sorry. Let's hope they'll spend lots of money. I actually was just telling somebody yesterday, they said something about why don't you do like craft shows? And I said, because I realized the last time I did a craft show, I realized I had become that person that I'm always trying to avoid making eye contact with. Because as soon as somebody would come to my table, I would start talking to them, and it was like, oh no, I'm that person I'm always trying to avoid. Yeah, I mean, if they're really drunk, the wives will have free reign to spend what they want. That's smart. Okay. Let's just clean up this bottom. Well, I don't mind speaking to people, but whenever I go to craft fairs, I'm always trying to avoid speaking to the person who's sitting there because I don't want to get pressured into buying stuff. This was stupid. I did this backwards. And now it's shaped like this. I've got to stick with it. And this doesn't have to be perfect then because I'm going to have to cut that off. I have to cut that off. So if I finish this quickly, I want to make yeah, 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 yeah. God forbid I actually speak to people. Oh, come on, seriously? I'm going to go slightly smaller then. I don't feel like having to switch to a different truck. It's not a tenon that's going to stay on there, so I'm just going to hope that's enough. Wait, what did I say? Michael, have you tried to make a mallet yet? Or Billy? Either of you made a mallet? I mean, you do it in two parts, right? I don't feel like this tenon is strong enough because honestly, this is really punky wood. I'm going to do this for a few minutes and hollow it out if I can. Nope, not going to work. I have to stay in the middle for a while. gosh, I did. I forgot what I was talking about. An incense burner. Um, I happened to see one that looked kind of like a ring holder, but then instead of having the post come up for the ring to sit on, it was flattened off with 3 holes drilled in. Sorry about that. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I am so distracted. Luckily, I'm not working on a big heavy bowl or anything. That could get dangerous. I don't feel like this tenon is very strong, so I don't want to put any pressure going outward. I'm trying to go straight on as much as possible. Michael, you'll do fine though, if you, especially with pens. I mean, not for nothing, but pens sell great. I knew that was going to happen, didn't I? Yep. No. All right, so let's do this. Let's drill my center. It wouldn't be one of my live streams if something didn't go flying. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen anytime soon, Michael. I promise. That was scary to watch, let alone do. No, that is not. I don't know if I could even pick up that damn piece of wood. This way, I'm going to drill this. Sorry for that noise, guys. I have to take some of the bottom off. Ooh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Let's just see how far that went. I don't think I want to go too much further. So let's put in a bigger. I know I am still thinking about, but stop it. You're a bad influence. Hey, Amy. Michael's being a bad influence on me, trying to encourage me to do things that are too dangerous for me. I have to realize my age. And I was saying, I went and got my true ID this morning. They had to measure me. I'm only 5'1". And I keep shrinking like this. I'm going to be competition for Emma Cook pretty soon. That's about as much as it can go. There we go. Hi, Heidi. I'm being lazy here, Heidi, and not following the whole bottom, cleaning it all out myself because I did it backwards. I made a mistake. I did the whole thing backwards. I should have done the Halloween part first and then did the outside. But as Michael will attest, I'm a little ditzy today. And maybe this is not going to work. Whew. All right. This one's smoking. Yeah, forget that. Okay. Guess what? Now I'm hollowing. Just got to be really careful. Yeah, well, I used to be 5'2". And my husband, I used to yell at him all the time. Since we were dating when we were 17, he would sing that song, 5'2", Eyes of Blue. I'm like, I mean, not for nothing, but we've been married 47 or 43 years. My eyes are brown, you moron. Pay attention. I didn't really say you moron. I promise. But he did sing that song to me, and it's like, yeah, but my eyes are not blue. Michael, if you haven't realized, I'm from New Jersey. Never been on the wrong side of any girl from New Jersey. We won't be fake like down south. They'll be like, bless your heart while they're stabbing you in the back. We don't bother with that. We just stab you in the back. Did you not see The Sopranos? My granddaughter cuts me up. My granddaughter, you're a smart Scotsman then. You don't get on the wrong side of any woman. Good job. My granddaughters are born and raised in Connecticut, but they are such Jersey girls. It must be in their blood. I mean, where they live, everybody's with uh, monograms and preppy and stuff. And here's my granddaughters, animal prints, and you can learn how much you regret it almost instantly, right? Like, oops, if a wife or a woman turns around and says, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" Just back away. Not a good sign. I cannot get this smooth. Hmm. I can't tell if I'm rolling the chisel or what's causing it. Or it could just be the punkiness. Okay, there we go. Yay! Woo! I was starting to think I was losing my mind. All right. Let's do our. So I was going to do. Oh, you're doing a geesey? Oh. Um. Oh, I'm anxious to see that, Michael. Please make sure that you let me know when it's posted. Are you doing live? Um, I actually did a few pieces of wood in resin to try to do a bit of a DC. Nowhere close to what like Whack and Shack and you, Michael, what you guys do is way beyond my ability. So I was going to do the bottom part in the dark color and the top part in this white. But then I happen to use the bottom part to make that this. And I just thought, oh my goodness, that looks like chocolate icing. So there we go. Made me hungry. From a 3D mold, very cool. Very cool. I can't wait to see it. I have round sanding things. I don't know why I'm not using them, but whatever. Yes, please do a cupcake, Amy. You can do this. Okay, now I'm not going to take this tenon off until after I have the top done. But there's my bottom so far. And I have a little ridge for the top to sit in. That doesn't look good. Okay, so we're going to put this up here. Ta-da. Oh, where is it? I'm looking at the face camera. Okay. No. All right. This here. Let's get this. Now, don't do this backwards. Yeah, I was about to do it backwards again. What is wrong with me? That's not going to fit, is it? Oh, no. I don't know what's happening to me today. Sorry. I just had these things on there and I changed them out because I had drilled these holes. And now I'm realizing, why did I drill these holes? Didn't make any sense. Sorry, I gotta do this for a second. Ah, can't do this without my glasses. Here I was trying yesterday to get everything set so that I had all the tools I might need. Maybe it's from having been at the New Jersey Department of Motor Vehicles. Maybe that's what my problem is. Oh, my brain is fried. My husband kept saying, I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place. I said, you're kidding. Everybody else loves it. Why are you complaining? Everybody looks forward to coming here. Yeah. Been there, done that. But actually, Michael, what I do is I keep a whole extra bag of screws because you see how things go flying around this shop. You never know. There you go. So then I had to drop one, of course. Jinxed myself. Oh, Michael, you jinxed me. What the heck? There it is. See, my glasses do work when I wear them. Yeah, I only have the 3 chucks. I really need to invest in a few more. But the problem was I actually went cheap with one of them, and boy, this thing gives me a headache. It does not stay tight on anything. It's like the things are constantly loosening up. So I'm going to end up having to replace that one just to have the 3 again that are reliable. Anybody else in the Northeast that had those storms last night? Holy cow. It's not your fault. Um, I was messaging with Amy while I'm driving through the Ramapo Mountains in a deluge. I was like, what is wrong with me that I'm actually not paying attention to what I'm doing? Now, watch this not be the right size. I know. Amy, you were good once I found out. But you know what? I wasn't texting while I was driving, I was voice texting. So it's not like I was typing. But still, it was irresponsible of me. I should have said, oh, I'll call you back later. Well, I mean, the whole reason they have voice texting is so that you can do that while you're driving. I mean, it keeps me a lot of company when I'm driving back from Myrtle Beach by myself. That's a 12-hour drive. I mean, if I can't voice text, Then that would be a very lonely, boring ride. Okay. Let's see how big this center part needs to be. No, but if I'm voice texting, it's not. Damn it. That is not what I meant to do. That was not what I meant to do. What am I doing? What am I doing? Guys, okay. Okay. So let's just see. Did I do this correctly? Just a slight bit tight. Hey, Mike. Oh, you're working on your cupcake too. There you go. What is going on? I just lost all my. Hey, Rosie. In Ramsey, a tornado? Hmm. Too big. Too much. So when I'm doing a box, I always end up doing much more lid than I need. Because this way, if I happen to take too much off, this is too wobbly. But it's just a hair too wobbly. So I know it's slightly too wobbly. So I can go up a little further. I'll end up cutting this part here off that is too small. And that is still a hair too big. No, Ramsey is by me. Rosie has to tell me what's happening in New Jersey all the time, even though she's in Arizona. I laugh all the time. She's always telling me what news there is. All right, so, and what I want to do here, I want to get this, yeah. So once they're sanded, that'll be a nice tight fit. But I want it to be slightly over, like overhang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the diamond blade, and I'm going to cut a little bit of an overhang. Not like that. Because I want it to look like the icing is coming down over the cupcake. So, if you saw before, I was right at the edge. Slight bit too tight. This is the hardest part of a box, is just getting this part done. Oh, it might be the camera. Sorry. It's still too tight, but that's going to be enough of an overhang. So I just have to clean this up slightly more. And I can cut this part off. I'm going to end up hollowing out that. Sorry about that shaking. Did it stop shaking now? I might have had the thing pushed too far forward. Trying so hard to not take too much off because I really don't want this to get too. Uh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Something's always flying around the shop. There we go. And then I have an overhang. Not much extra on this side. Ugh, that's not good, but we'll work with it. All right. Let's just hollow out the center. Okay. It's all good now? All right, cool. All right, let's get this outside started. Ooh, that would have hurt if I didn't have my helmet on. That hit right on the face of my helmet. That whole chunk came out. And I lost most of my overhang. Okay. Isn't that wood gorgeous? That's why I thought it looked like chocolate icing. All right, cool. All right, now I'm gonna go over this shaved chocolate. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? So let's see if this is ready to be turned around. Gosh, I am not having much luck here. This is not working to my advantage here. Okay, well, all right, well, unfortunately, this is not going to end up being the way I had hoped it would be, but it is what it is. There's not much I can do. This is getting less and less icing. I'm not liking this. All right, see if this is ready to be turned around. Oh, gosh, this is annoying. I usually don't have that much of a problem with. Okay, I mean, this is ridiculous. Now it's too big. Okay, that's good. Now I have to, have to change the chuck. All right, I'm going to change the blades again. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Why is this? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Well, see, I've had enough dental work to know how to do it, I guess. I'm just frustrated because this did not come out the way I hoped. But I might be able to shave this bottom part down slightly. This is what you wanted to do, is just watch me change these all day, right? How annoying. Oh, that's so cool, bro. That's so cool. I'm so glad she liked it. Okay. Sorry, everybody. This is annoying as hell. I did not think things through well enough today. I'm very sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Rosie knows I'm usually much more prepared and organized. You have everything I could possibly need sitting here waiting to be used. Thank you, Ro. I have to get my head in the game here. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention. All right, I'm gonna do this from the inside, pressing out because I really don't want to screw up that fit. But no, guess what? I'm doing from the outside going in because I didn't make it squared off on the inside. Let's see. All right, I'm going to use a tailstock just because this is not secure. All right, sorry everybody. I know that's really annoying. Maybe I'm hungry for a chocolate cupcake. Thank you, Dan. I was trying to be prepared. I changed all the blades and everything. Yeah, I just didn't prepare 100%, I guess. Okay. All right. All right. Now, let me just see if I can thin out. I'm going to thin out this box a little bit. It has room. I love to watch the Shoop's workshop. Unfortunately, my husband's always home at that point, and he gets home just around 8 o'clock and wants to eat dinner. And I end up not being able to watch because then it's awkward. This, this is nice and tight. I love watching you guys too. I really do. And you guys are some of the salt of the earth people. I've got to get the, oh, that's pretty darn thin. Don't think I can go much thinner than that. I've got to get the icing to be bigger than the cupcake because nobody wants to eat a cupcake that's doesn't have gobs of icing on it. Not a good cupcake. Yay! It's bigger. Yay! Okay. Yay! Okay. Now I did not have a piece to do the cherry on the top. I should have gotten out. I do have some red heart. This is really thin, really thin, but yay. All right, so the icing is bigger than the, I think this is the thinnest thing I ever turned. Should have sanded this before I took it off. There's this one spot that just keeps going down. The weak spot. Okay. As good as we're getting. All right, let's put some stain on this. Well, not stain, I'm sorry. I'm going to use polyacrylic. Let's just get this bottom off. I got to be super careful with this. I have no idea if anybody's even still on here because my my analytics got all screwed up somehow. So just let me know you're still there. I have no idea what's happening. You're all gone, Benners? Okay, at least you guys are still there. Jeez. All my analytics is just saying how many views I had up until 10:30 this morning. There's nothing about the stream. Jeez Louise. I don't know what happened. And hello, Benners. I didn't say hi to you before. Oh, I'm on a 70-inch TV. I feel like a celebrity. I had the paparazzi at the DMV taking my picture this morning. Now, posing for the camera this morning. Now I'm on a 70-inch TV. I'm really special today. Okay. Hi, Jody. Amy, no worries at all. I can't tell who's here and who's not, so okay. Finally, I did not expect this to take this long. I thought for sure I'd be. I can still do the thing, the incense holder. Let me do this upside down. I'll do the inside later. Oh, yeah. Okay, am I on? No, let's see. Go this way. Let me make sure this is both on the camera because this is really going to be pretty. I think the this is spalted birch. So let's do this first. Sorry, I'm probably taking this out of camera to do it. It looks like a dirty cupcake holder. Ah, right, now's the fun part. Shoops, I think you started the cupcake challenge, right? Let's see how this is going to look. Ta-da! There we go. It's not what I had hoped. I thought this piece of wood at the top was going to be so much bigger that it was going to be like a blobbed over icing. I mean, it's a cupcake. It's a cupcake. But I will not win this challenge, that's for sure. Other people will win this challenge. And I'm okay with that. Because there's other people who are way better than me. So let's do this. And if anybody wants to stick around, I'm going to do an incense holder. Thank you, Shoots. And the only reason I'm doing this incense holder is because I bought incense while I was on vacation and I don't have a holder to use it. And I love the smell of the incense, but I do not have a holder for the stick kind. I have for the dish kind, but I don't have for the stick. You need it? Okay. As long as somebody would eat my cupcake, I'm happy. All right. All right, so let's see. Peanut. So right now I'm going to work on an incense holder. I have so many things all piled up there on my table saw waiting for me to work on. Add some resin gummies to it. Amy, you have quickly become the pen master. You and Mike Wilson. Mike Wilson's an amazing pen guy. I'm anxious to see that DC pen, that's for sure. And the bottom off. Everybody's much better at pens than me, to be honest with you. It was never really my thing. But I'd like to get into it now because you can really do a lot. We should do a pen challenge. And a mallet, let's see, we got the mallet challenge. I actually have to make a few handles for a few chisels that the handles broke. So when I'm doing the handles, maybe that'll be the time to do the mallet. No, Amy, it's just for fun, honestly. It is just for fun, and it's to get you out of your comfort zone. To try something that you wouldn't maybe have normally tried. I think in November we should do an ornament challenge. There's a lot of glue on it, and I don't remember why. I don't remember why I put glue on here. It's got a lot of glue. Yeah, let's do an ornament challenge. On one of the Facebook pages, I saw the inside out ornaments, and somebody there, oh my goodness, the ornaments that they make are so incredible. A little bit more. I'm telling you, Rosie, I've never met a group of people like the wood turners and resin people. Like I'm, I'm constantly telling you how I've never met a group of people who are so supportive and encouraging, and just it's absolutely incredible. And from all walks of life, all over the world, it's absolutely, it's so wonderful. It's just so wonderful. Restores your faith in humanity. Almost ready. This last little bit. Last little bit of glue right there. Just want to get that. All right. Well, I think that this last little bit is going to end up getting sanded off because I'm having trouble here. All right. So turn this around. And first, let me sand it. Should I be scared? Thank you, Amy. I'm excited to be able to use my incense. I got frankincense. Oh, I got all sorts. I haven't had incense in years. Let's do this. Let's go with the drill. Nope, never mind. Get all that crap out. Never mind. A little elbow grease into it. Yeah, right? It is looking similar. I mean, once you get the live edge, it's an uneven edge, a top edge, no matter what. So they're always going to look similar. Actually, I have that one down here because I have to do my finale. So I can show you real quickly how that ended up. Once I finished, I ended up making the bottom a little bit smaller because it just didn't look right. You know, it's funny, when it's on the lathe, it's difficult to visualize what it's going to look like when it's on a table. So when I put it down on the table, this looked too big and blocky. So I ended up having to cut it down some. But I like the shape now. But it's kind of like a soup tureen shape. But once you get the live edge, there's not much you can do because it's going to be the wavy pattern no matter what. All right, let's put a little CA glue in here because I have the feeling my live edge is a little fragile here. Make sure this stays on. When I start hollowing out the inside, this could end up going flying. So I want to make sure. Let's turn this baby around. Hey, Donna. Do not tell me I have to change the. I'm going to give up for the day if I have to change the phone again. Nope. We're going to make this smaller. I refuse to change these blades again. Nobody wants to watch me change these blades again. Or I don't know what you call the thing. Oh, it's not straight. Should have checked it with the caliper beforehand. Just say if I do this, I should be able to tell if it's centered. Nope, it's not centered. Actually, should I just? No, hold on. Okay, Brett, Amy. I'll talk to you later. Since the center is going to come up to hold the incense, it makes more sense to do a recessed bottom rather than a tenon. Because I don't have to worry about making a funnel since the center is going to be raised. And this way I know it'll fit on this cup. Okay. That'll look good. I like that better. Even better. I like this shape now better. Hey, Tim. Okay, that should be perfect. Jeez. Still can't see what's happening, but whatever. Alrighty. Now, okay, planners be well. Okay, go a little bit further out. I don't want to go any thinner here. Boy, this is really fragile, so I think I'm going to leave that there. And this doesn't have to be super, super deep. I just want it deep enough to touch the ash. Go a little bit deeper than that. I want to make sure I'm down on the sides. Alrighty. I think that's about as far as I want to go with this. Do a little sanding, and then I'll drill the holes. And figure out how to get that out. Oh, well, that figured that out pretty quick. I'll scraping it off. Mm. This is not good. Hold on. Oh, much better. Okay. All right. Now, just change the drill bit. Okay. Whew. There we go. Now, take this off. I don't have a piece of incense down here, but little incense holder. I'll be honest with you, this bark is just way too fragile for me to be sanding it. on the lathe. So screw this up. There we go. I'm going to get a piece of cardboard. That's cute, right? And now at least I can do my, but I'm going to just clear glaze it. Here we go. I like it. Huh? Cute. With a little incense in there. I don't have to worry about the ash falling on the table. And it's pretty. Pretty little thing on the table. So there we go. I had this little piece there and I didn't know what to do with it for the longest time. So there. I was just waiting for the right thing to come along. Must be thunder outside because I hear the dog. Hold on. Come on. Is it thundering? You got scared? Okay. You got scared. So I have no clue what I look like, but I am going to switch back and hopefully don't scare anybody with what I look like. So we did the two things today. A cupcake. That's cute. That's cute. My granddaughter will love it. And I might make a little red cherry for the top. That'll be cute. Yeah, I think I probably will make a little cherry for the top. Just a little sphere and put that on the top. And then the incense holder. With the 3 little holes there to hold the incense stick. And that's it. Where is, let's see, let's go back to, there we go. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Shoops. Yeah, I'm excited to be able to use that incense. I've been sticking the stem of it into a candle so that it holds steady so I could actually smell it. I just love the smell of frankincense and all the different things. So I'm excited. 2 little projects today. And I'll make a little cherry for the top of this. And then my cupcake challenge is done. And my granddaughter will be thrilled to have another little box. You see the, there we go. All set. It's still got a little bit of white of the polyacrylic. I don't want to leave it together because then it'll seal together. But so this was a long stream. This was a very long time. Did the 2 projects, and that's unusual for me to do 2 projects. But thank you, Rosie. Thank you all so much for joining me. It was much less dangerous than my normal things. I didn't have any large chunks of wood go flying across. I didn't have anything go flying across the room. Um, but it was fun. It was fun. I'm glad I did the challenge. So now I guess the next one is the gavel challenge. And then I'll start thinking about ornaments. So think about. Hi, Tim. You were pulling weeds. Oh, that's sweet. The last thing you needed was to listen to me gabbing while you were pulling weeds. That's enough of a torture. But yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good. I was starting to think that this was not going to work at all today when I had to change the. What do you call those? I on the chuck. What do you call the pieces that you put on there? Does anybody know? The weeds got out of hand. Well, I have that problem here a lot, but it's just been raining like crazy for the last 24 hours. So no weed pulling for me today. That's for sure. Does anybody know what these are called? Like this, these little pieces. Are they? I can't think of the word. Chuck pieces. That's it. Okay, because that's what I'm calling them. Those chuck pieces that I had to keep changing today. It was just I should have set up, and for some reason I have the one chuck set up with the big giant arms. Like I'm not using that today at all, so I don't know. Yeah, nobody can remember Chuck Jaws. Oh, that's it. The Jaws. Is that the Jaws though? I guess yeah, because that's what actually. You're right. Okay, should have known the Shoops would know. So much more advanced than I am. So Jaws makes sense. Yes. So yeah, I have big giant jaws, and then I have the big one with the little things. So yeah, but thank you all so much for coming. I'm gonna send a heart up, yay! Um, oh, and it is Shark Week, yay! Who's doing it this year? Is it like who's hosting? Is it anybody good? Do you know my daughter-in-law? Before she married my son, she wanted to go swim with the sharks, and yeah, that's what I have to get some more chucks. That's my problem. Um, but my daughter-in-law, nobody would go with her to go swim with the sharks, so she booked a flight to South America. She went out on a boat with a bunch of strangers. She swam with the sharks, and then flew home. Can you imagine? I can't even. I just give her so much credit. I was like, all right, you're brave enough to marry my son if you are brave enough to do that. Yeah. Mine, I have a ton. I have every one of the chucks that I bought comes with like 5 different jaws. And so I have 3 chucks, means 15 different jaws, but I can only have 3 chucks set up at one time. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to start cleaning. Start cleaning, as always. Feels like if we're not turning, we're sweeping. That's it. They're too fun. But yeah, can you imagine, Dan, that my daughter-in-law did that? And I think it was like, okay, so 2 weeks before their wedding, they went skydiving. And I think it was about 6 months before her wedding, maybe a year before the wedding, that she went and did that. I was like, you're crazy. But all right. Thank you all so very much. You're all fantastic. And I shall see you on your live streams, or I will see you next Wednesday. Thanks.